Well, it's another beautiful day. Today is Sunday. I'm not sure if it's August the 3rd, August the 4th, August the 5th. It really doesn't matter to me. I'm just glad to be alive. I woke up and had a great morning. I am so grateful. I went and praised and worshiped at Mountaintop Faith Ministry. Dr. House, if you're watching this, I love you. I appreciate you and thank you so much for supporting me. Bishop, our father, I love you. You guys are just awesome, awesome, awesome. And by the way, if you are watching this and you would like to join us at the Mountaintop, please feel free. Be on time so you can get a seat. First service is at 8 o'clock. Second service, I would say get there at 10:30. We start right on time at 10:45. Not CPT time. We start right on time. All right, so I wanted to share with you, because I said by telling the truth and sharing my story, maybe it will help someone else. And when God saved me, I feel as though there is a message, there is a purpose, and I am to share my purpose, and the only way I could do that is kind of being transparent and tell you the truth. This would also help me in my healing process. So, you know, I have the bottle of water because today may be one of those days where I cry. This is unedited. I will not edit it. I will just keep letting it roll, and then I would uplift. Yesterday when I was making the tape, remember I was telling you I was just in a lot of doggone pain. So, yes, I did. I took a Tylenol number 3 right after making the videotape. I am still waiting to have my surgery on my left shoulder. My rotator cuff has been torn. So this is what I use every day. I went to the 99-cent store and I purchased like 5 of these so I can constantly keep them in the freezer. And when I leave, I take 2 with me. I have my cooler. I put ice in my cooler because if you didn't know, Vegas is about 110, 11 degrees. So I travel with a cooler in my car. I put one of these in my car, and then I also put 2 bottles of frozen water. Behind me is another ice pack. This is like brick, just brick. It's ice. I put that in my lower back area because that bothers me. This I have on a tank top as well as my bra. I'm telling you, I'm real. And I usually slip this right in here, and it feels excellent. So the beginning of my journey, let's say the first 2 months, so maybe you have October the 1st through November the 1st through December. I thought I would put all my medication today in a bag just so that you can see it. I know, first thing you want to say, no freaking way. This child was on all this medication. When I say child, me and me, but I am in the 50+ club. From naproxen to prednisone to Zoloft, Percocet, you name it. So let's see if we can get a good, clear picture of all the medication that I was on. Hydrocodone, that's in here too. I am now taking 4 pills. So that's a praise report within itself. So healing is possible with therapy, being honest with yourself instead of taking drugs, instead of taking alcohol, cocaine, whatever addiction. You may have had the addiction before October 1, and then now you're just doing it more. But I'm a firm believer in getting yourself together and get healthy. So these pills right here, I am no longer taking these. In my next doctor's appointment, I'm going to take this whole Ziploc bag back to my doctor and say that she can have them back. Now, I had a problem using the bathroom. I could go a week or two without going to the bathroom, so we're talking about a bowel movement because we're adults here. This is the best thing that I can say that works very well for me. So I want to make sure you can really, really see this. It's a prescription, so it has to be prescribed by your doctor. Whatever type of juice or 7-Up or whatever you like, it's a powder form. So you just put a teaspoon in your orange juice in the morning. I like to drink water before I go to bed. I stir it up with water, and you will have a perfect bowel movement, perfect S shape. It's not runny. It's not like diarrhea. Excuse me if you're eating and you're watching this video. You just never know what's going to come out of my mouth, so be careful. But for perfect bowel movement, this is what I recommend, especially if you've been taking a lot of medication. When we first started out, I was in this thing and I had to bling it out. I called her Bootzilla. My right ankle is fractured. I'm still waiting to go back to physical therapy for my right ankle. But instead of dragging Bootzilla around, there is another option, but you have to ask your doctor, because if you don't know, you don't ask. I am able to put this brace on. You put the sock on that they give you. You could wear your regular tennis shoes. So I'm not a tennis shoe person, but I enjoy running. So I just usually have 1 or 2 pair of tennis shoes. But now I went and bought about 4 or 5 blinged out tennis shoes. And I'm making it work for me. So your foot goes in like so. Strap it up like so. Cross it over. Voila. Wrap it around. Cross it over, voila. Now you can put your shoe on. Boy, I tell you, I'm grateful, grateful, grateful. If you went to the doctor and your doctor said, well, you know, you're still having problems trying to sleep, maybe you don't want to take the Xanax. I'm not going to lie to you, I still take the Xanax, but I'm not taking the higher dose of Xanax. I'm now like on a 0.5 milligram. I think it's like 15, then it's 10, then it's 5. So I'm on a 5 now. So this is called for like insomnia, or maybe you are snoring. You weren't snoring before, or just having a hard time breathing because maybe in the middle of the night something is triggering and you're not really getting a comfortable sleep. This thing here plugs up to a machine. So the machine is in my bedroom. It's right next to my bed. I didn't want to bring that all out. I'll probably do it tomorrow. But what you do is, it's almost like, say, put the oxygen mask over yourself before you begin to try to help somebody else. But you'll put it here, right behind here. Isn't it cute? It's pink. Adjust the tabs. Oh my God, I feel like I'm on an airline. Okay, so adjust the tabs accordingly. It doesn't leave marks on your face, goes behind your ear, and then you just plug this into the other tube, and it tells you how many hours oxygen going into your nose and helping you breathe and sleep better, because at the end of the day you need to get proper rest. So let's go and talk about resources, because I promised you some more resources. So go ahead and get your pen, piece of paper. I'll give you a few moments. I will drink a little bit of water. and catch my breath. So I did give you some names and some contact numbers yesterday, and I have one or two that I think is very important for you to have as well as plan B. So that was plan A. The number I give you today is plan B. This videotape is going to be uploaded on my birthday because I made a pledge to myself that I was going to upload my story somewhat clean, if you will. As I'm writing in my book, it's a little bit more graphic, so I am looking for a sponsor. Rakita Pittman is who I'm going to hire as my ghostwriter, and it comes with a fee, so I am looking for a sponsor for $6,000. Yep. Not $600, not $6, $6,000, so that I can publish my book, and it'll be a whole lot more graphic than these YouTube videos. So, if you were at the festival, I'm sorry, but I know you know what the lot looks like. So for me, I'm going to just kind of put this, tear this in half. Okay. Mandalay Bay is here. Las Vegas Boulevard is right here. Okay. This is the stage. This is the grass area. Where you see the dot is exactly where I was, right here in the line of fire. And basically I ran out through here and then proceeded going this way towards Russell, when a lot of people ran the opposite way in Mandalay Bay, not Mandalay Bay, MGM, Hooters is over there, and the Tropicana. If you haven't heard the story, you know that they locked the door. So basically they were hiding behind the hotel. So what purpose was that to be running towards a hotel and you were going to be locked out of the hotel? My game plan was to run to my car and get in my car and get the heck out of there. If you went to the Reliance Center, they gave you paperwork that looks similar to this. Does this look familiar? This is one of the agencies that I was talking about that I went to. Wasn't quite sure why I went. I filled out the paperwork and I basically said, oh, let me back up. It took me 3 weeks to get an appointment. So in 3 weeks, I was going to have a notice of default. Okay, so now it's 3 weeks later. I go, I am getting a complete physical. I mean, stick your tongue out, cough, and I'm sitting on the table and I'm saying, if you're not a specialist in a fractured ankle, lady, don't you touch my ankle. If you're not an orthopedic surgeon, don't you touch my left shoulder. I don't know what the heck y'all got going on up in here, but you are out of my network. I don't need a physical. I don't know why I'm getting a physical. I came in here to get financial assistance, but I was given a physical. And she said this was a part of the process. So, okay, maybe you wanted to see if I was a crackhead or something, or if I was on meth. Maybe you wanted to, I don't know what was the purpose of me getting a doggone physical. I just seen my doctor the day before. So I said, I'm here to get financial assistance to help pay my electric bill, my mortgage, my car note. I was referred here. I waited 3 weeks to get here. And she says, okay, we have all your information. Someone's going to give you a call in about 2 to 3 weeks. I'm thinking 2 to 3 weeks from now, there's going to be a notice of default. Okay, but if this is a process, then this is a process. 2 weeks later, a young lady called me and she says, hi, I'm with First Aid Med. How can I help you? I said, excuse me? She says, how can I help you? I said, well, I came in I was referred by you. I did a physical. Wasn't sure why I did a physical. I came in for financial assistance. She said, well, we don't have any money. I said, oh, hold on a second, because I'm on the freeway driving. I needed to pull over. I needed to count to 10. I wanted to say a couple things to her. In the book, you're going to hear what I really said. I said, did you ever have any money? I'm just curious. It was dead silent on the phone. So I thought, hello, are you still there? She says, yes. I said, did you guys ever have any money? Because I tell you what, if I get a bill from you, I'm going to notify Channel 13 and I'm going to blast you. If I get a bill for $5, I am going to notify Channel 13. If you're not doing right by the people and you're just trying to hop on the bandwagon for Route 91, shame on you. And I know there's several people that hopped on the bandwagon that's really not helping victims. Shame on you. Those that I know that are helping, because I'm doing my research, I'm going to let the nation know. I'm going to let the survivors know. I'm going to let the victims' family know that there's still help. We're not even going to talk about those GoFundMe funds. I don't know who received that money. I have friends that were shot, have a plate in their leg, was in UMC hospital 14 days, and they didn't get $1. I went and seen my doctor October the 2nd. I did not get $1. So, anyway, we're not going to talk about that, right? So, these resources. I don't know. Can you see that? This is another sheet that was handed out, and it has all these different resources, all these contact numbers, Catholic charities, blah, blah, blah. However, this is a sheet that was already pre-made before October 1. We're coming in as a survivor saying, help us. There should have been a separate pool of money set aside just to help the survivors. I went down the line, I called them all. No rental assistance available. You can call Nevada Power and ask them to help you with your electricity bill. But I'm thinking, as vulnerable as we are, as I was, I didn't even want to live the next day. You give me all of this BS paperwork, and half of it's not even legit. So do you want to know why I'm angry? A couple of reasons why I'm angry. We need to find out why you're angry and write those things down so that we can attack them at one at a time, because the devil is a lie. We are going to heal together and we're going to beat it. So, the Reliance Center. Here's the telephone number. Case management. They have counseling and they do have referrals. Robert over there with legal aid. If you are in trouble for maybe getting evicted, need help, need a case file for you, you need an attorney, call Robert. He's there for you. Okay? Together, we are strong. This is Desert Behavior Center that I was talking about. I want to make sure you're able to see the telephone number and you're able to call. I love Kyle. You can give Kyle a call. I'm going to read you the number just in case for some reason you can't see it. You can reach Kyle at 702-901-3290. Miss Jones is my therapist. I am grateful for her. She works around my schedule. She accommodates me, and that's what you need, a therapist that can accommodate you around your schedule, and they're there for you. Because if not, we need to take this "we are stronger together" off if we are not going to help each other out. all those that are hashtagging Vegas Strong. What does Vegas Strong mean to you? That means sticking together and helping the survivors. Vegas Strong came out after Route 91. Maybe we forgot about that. I'm a Raiders fan. I'm all for all that. But what I'm talking about is still helping survivors. We're around the corner from the 1-year anniversary, and there's still people still in need of surgery, as in myself, that what is it going to take a whole year to get my rotator cuff? I have insurance. Yes, my doctor would do my insurance. It's the principle. The principle is I was a subcontractor working for you, and you need to take care of my injuries. Now, there's a book that's out. 100% of the proceeds is going to Route91Strong.org. I haven't said much about them yet because I wanted to make sure you have went through all of your resources. You have called all the necessary people. If you are still in trouble, you're about to get evicted, or you're about to lose your car, I want you to go online, go on your cell phone and go online, and www.route91strong.org. One of the founders of that organization is Lisa Fine, F-I-N-E. This is the book that is out, and you can purchase it online, Amazon, or I believe downtown on First Fridays. The book is available. This is somewhat in a comic style, but it is talking about the victims, and some of the victims are sharing their stories. So by you purchasing this book, 100% of the proceeds are being donated to Route91Strong.org. August is my birthday month. I put on my Facebook to donate $5, $10. You know, every little bit help when you're talking about helping a survivor stay in their home, or helping a survivor keeping the lights on, keeping the gas on, or just being able to pay their insurance. It's a lot. So every $5, every $10, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, I beg you to please, if I have helped you some kind of way, please donate $5, $10, something to Route91Strong.org. Okay. This is what their logo looks like when you see the actual logo, to make sure that you're on the right website. Okay. Route91.org. All right. Telephone number again over to Desert Behavior is 702-901-3290. I talked about the compression socks. I did not tell you where you can get them at. You can get them at Ross. They're like $4.99, where your socks work just fine. But if you're still having issues with anxiety, I highly, highly recommend that you get the bio tappers. And remember, victims of crime will pay for it, but you gotta get a case number. Once you have the case number, you can go to BioTapper's website, tell them that you were a survivor of Route 91, and they will do the paperwork for you. I am here to help you with resources as much as I can, as well as tell you my story, because my story is now history. I am finally just now talking about it because it's a part of my healing. If I can help someone else, that is my purpose in life. I would have loved to have been with the children that came here to March for Our Lives. So Google that, March for Our Lives, and find out where the kids are. And these are the students that was from Parkland. I had the opportunity to have lunch with them, and I shared my stories, They shared their stories, and what was so baffling to me is one of the students said, you know, my mom, because they closed the school for 2 weeks, my mother, with confidentiality, I won't name the student, of course, said, I'm so glad that you're able to go back to school and put this behind you. This is not something you put behind you. You will never be the same. You just have to learn how to deal with it now. When you know things that are going to trigger, you need to know how to handle the triggers. What would you do? And it's the same thing that we talked about before, is the breathing. I have my essential oils here. Just need a little dot. No one needs to know what you got going on. Really, no one cares. But you have to care about yourself. So put your oil on. Take a couple of deep breaths in. Exhale out. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm a survivor. And I'm just telling you some of the things that I've done to help me cope with what's going on. Because once upon a time, in the quiet hour, I had no one to call. Yep. I wished I would have just died. Wow, I can't believe she said that. Yeah, because I felt like all these things were taken from me. I'm about to lose my house. I'm about to lose my car. I'm not working. This is not living. This is not living. I'm existing. I didn't even want to get out of the bed. So yeah, I'm breathing. But I am a doggone zombie. Remember that big bag of pills that I showed you? That was my life. For 4 months, I laid on my couch in my pajamas. Maybe 3 or 4 days went by. I didn't even take a bath. I didn't even want to take a bath. But I took those pills. And I just laid on the couch. I was just like waiting for the next day. So, but now, I'm working on getting my swag back, getting my smile back, looking for a sponsor. I need a sponsor to sponsor $6,000. I don't have to have the $6,000. You can give the money straight to the writer and say that you want to sponsor me, because I do believe that I'm going to help the nation. Not just people right here in Nevada. Because trauma, there's all types of trauma. Not just so much as the mass shooting. There's a lot of trauma in the world. And if I can just help one person, I have done my job. So get on a little sticky, a little post-it, and put something down on a little sticky about yourself today that you love. Do you love your nose? If it's just your nose. I love my gap. You know, every time I went to a dentist, they always tried to close my gap. I love my gap. So today I'm going to put on a little post-it. Shey, I love your gap. Your gap is so sexy. So find just one thing about you. If it's your feet, if it's your baby toe, it's your big toe, just put it on a little post-it. And put it in your bathroom, put it in your mirror, and just say one great thing that you love about yourself. We're not looking for confirmation from anybody else. This is what it is that you love about you. All right, I have passed my 20 minutes. I want to close out with something, because that's what I always do, right? Let's see. But today the message is, don't give up. We in this fight together. All right, let's talk about, even in the worst conditions and emotional state, we always have small choices. When I laid there up underneath that stage, scared to death, all I wanted to do was pray. And I said, Lord, if I don't come out of this, I pray that my children will grow up and to be respectable boys and be able to do something in honor of my name. If I didn't survive or wouldn't have survived, I felt as though I did my part, and that's my part in giving back. My foundation was Heart and Soul Hospitality, CDC.org. When I get myself back together, we'll kick off the beginning of the year with taking classes. So I hope you'll be joining me. Heart and Soul Hospitality, CDC.org. Choose wisely in every relationship and forgive yourself for the choices that did not serve you or hurt someone else. Realize that others often choose from a value system that is not yours. Sometimes all we can do is reflect, act in accordance with our values. What are your values? It may be as simple as Gandhi's words. Be the change you want to see in the world. I want to be the change that I want to see in the world. I want to help you deal with your anxiety, your fear, your anger, your trauma. I hope something that I have said can minister to you, get down into your soul, and help you recover. As Maya Angelou would say, when you know better, you do better. So now I challenge you, and now I'm holding you accountable to get some help. God bless you. I love you, and thank you for tuning in with me. Enjoy your day and have a blessed week. I'm grateful for you.